Hi Aries, this is your September 2nd through the 8th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already in a relationship or married. Spread number 3 will be love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Aries. We have the King of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Cups. We have the World. We also have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Cups with the Empress and the Sun. And we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You can be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But then we also have Taurus and Leo. But yeah, I usually go with kings and queens and emperor and empresses if any show up. And we got the King of Swords, the very first card that came out, right? So I believe that's the person entering your life. But for some of you, perhaps this person is already in your life, right? Maybe. Let's talk about this, right? So the King of Swords is probably an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, it could be somebody who is very intelligent, somebody who is like a doctor or a lawyer, somebody who wears uniform for work, somebody who definitely does not BS around, right? And that's exactly what I see here, them not BSing around, with that Ace of Swords in the middle. But we'll get to that Ace of Swords in just a second, right? First of all, the King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups. And it's not even a page. It's a knight. There's nothing wrong with a page. But the Knight of Cups, this is them coming in with a very, very romantic offer. Very romantic offer, right? The Knight of Cups is the most romantic, the most loving, the most caring knight out of all 4 knights. And that's what they're coming in with. That's how they feel about you. So for some of you, perhaps, like I said, this is somebody who is already in your life. If this is a brand new person, they're gonna make a very romantic move right away. Alright, so do expect a romantic gesture. The World, right next to the King of Swords. For some of you, perhaps this person is at a distance from you. Alright, because the World could be interpreted as someplace remote, someplace away from you. The Chariot on the bottom of the deck could be a Cancer idiom, but the Chariot could be a card of literally going, right? This person may literally show up. They may literally travel to see you. Or perhaps this week, if this is somebody who is already in your life, this person is wrapping something up someplace else, right? Because the World is also a card of an ending, but it's a happy end card. This is when one chapter of one's life comes to an end and another better, happier chapter of that person's life is about to begin. So perhaps they're finishing something up, they're wrapping something up, and now they're finally moving, or they're finally coming your way. Right, with the World and the Chariot. The Chariot is also a card of victory, success. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. So they've got serious intentions for you. They're coming into with the intention to win you over. And perhaps with that Knight of Cups, they're getting ready to impress you, to wine you, to dine you, to do this, to do that. All right? And when the two of you finally get together, that Ace of Swords is going to play out in the middle. Alright, I believe that Ace of Swords belongs to the King of Swords, right? You see how the King of Swords is holding up a sword? That's exactly the sword we're looking at in the Ace of Swords, right? So the Ace of Swords is the no BS ace, as I often refer to it. It's a card of somebody being very honest, very straightforward, very direct, right? It's a card of clarity. It's a card of a new beginning. And what they want to talk to you about is that Ten of Pentacles. Right, the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Swords could be a card of a lot of money. Perhaps this person just leveled up financially, I don't know. Or they just bought something, they purchased property, because the Ten of Pentacles is also a card of property. But for most of you, what they want to talk to you about is another meeting of the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of a serious commitment to marriage. And by the way, it's one of the 2 marriage cards on the table, because the first card in the potential outcome, the Ten of Cups, is also a marriage card. Alright, it's also a marriage card. And the potential outcome screams family with children. Alright, perhaps, I don't know if you have children already. Maybe you are a single parent, they could be a single parent, or one of you could be a single parent. Or, you know, you could be single, no kids, but then you'll have children together. Right, because Children are all over the potential outcome. The Ten of Cups is partially blocked, but then in it we have 2 adults and 2 kids jumping around. You can Google the Ten of Cups. There is a child in the Sun card riding that horse, right? And the Empress often comes through as somebody who is expecting a baby. All right, so as you can see, motherhood, family, children, that's what the potential spread is all about, right? Ten of Cups, family with children. The Empress is a mother figure, right, or a wife or a spouse figure. And the Sun, there is a kid in there. And at the same time, the Sun, by the way, could be a Leo you're dealing with. But the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Plain and simple, it's the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun card, we always feel on top of the world. So there you go, Aries. I hope all of this makes sense. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, the spread is for you. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Devil. We have the Hangman clarified by the Emperor. We also have the Four of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands, and we have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Pisces, perhaps even another Aries or any zodiac sign. I gotta be honest with you, Aries, this is a bit of a complex reading. I just see so many scenarios here. Right? But the good news is that it ends on a really good positive note. The outcome, the last 2 cards, the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands right next to the deck, are really good cards. Alright? But somebody is going through something here, right? We start with the Nine of Swords clarified by the Devil. The Devil could simply be a Capricorn you're dealing with, right? The Devil is a Capricorn major arcana card, but the Devil is a card of attachment. The Devil could be a card of toxicity. It could be a card of addictions. It could be a card of, I don't know, something bad or negative, something you're stuck on, right? It's something you're just unable to let go of, or maybe you're imagining the worst case, the worst outcome possible, and it just wouldn't let it go, right? Something is on your mind, like heavily. Or it could be associated with another person, right? The Nine of Swords is a card of somebody who is stressed out, somebody who is struggling with something, you know, somebody who is overthinking even. It's a card of somebody who is depressed, or somebody who's got anxieties or things like that. And it has to do with the Devil. And we already talked about what the Devil is. The good news, like I said, it's about to fade away, I guess. The Hangman clarified by the Emperor, I think that's where you come in, no matter what the scenario is. The Emperor is your major arcana card. And the Hangman could be a card of a sacrifice, maybe. Perhaps you've been sacrificing yourself. But it could also be a card of stagnation. But my favorite way to interpret the Hangman is a card, it's a card of some sort of a realization or an epiphany. Right? Like a light bulb moment could go off. Okay, and that's where that change comes in. So that Nine of Swords with the Devil, as a result of perhaps this realization or a light bulb moment, all of it is about to fade away. Right? And here comes the Four of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands. So Four of Wands is a card of a commitment, marriage. It's a card of a family. It's a card of like a family-oriented celebration. Right? The Six of Wands clarifying it is a card of victory. It's a card of maybe overcoming something, whatever that Nine of Swords with the Devil is. It's also, this card used to be called the proposal card, by the way. Right? Perhaps this whole thing is about you stressing over if you're not married yet, perhaps you're like, will this person ever propose to me? And then the answer is yes, they're proposing to you this week with that Six of Wands. Alright? The Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it's a card of maybe literally going somewhere. It's another 6, as you can see. And the thing about the Six of Swords, things usually, or pretty much always get better with the Six of Swords. So let me know in the comments down below what's going on with the Nine of Swords and the Devil. Because like I said, it's a bit of a complex reading. It's really hard for me to pinpoint exactly what could be happening. But don't worry, all of that is about to become a thing of the past. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries. This week, keep in mind it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the High Priestess, the Page of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Four of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So yeah, you got this King of Cups coming back with an apology and maybe a bouquet of flowers. But you're turning them down. Or at least that's what I see as of right now. You may change your mind if you want to, but at the time of me recording this reading, your initial response is going to be that Four of Cups, which is no. Thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, you're dealing with this King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, who is probably a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The High Priestess, the first card that came out, could also be associated with some water signs. Right? The High Priestess is a card of a secret or intuition. Right? So perhaps this person is like secretly planning their comeback. Right? The Page of Cups, the next card over is coming from this King of Cups. Yeah, it is an apology, but it's also that bouquet of flowers or what have you. So you'll be hearing from them. The Seven of Pentacles clarifying them. After they reach out to you, they'll wait. They'll wait for you to get back to them. And that Four of Cups clarifying the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's as of right now, that's how you will feel. You'll feel like rejecting this. Again, you can change your mind if you want to. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Page of Wands, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Some of you are going to be spending money on children, all right? Throwing some kind of a party for your kids or a child, right? Especially if you have a Virgo kid. Right, perhaps that Page of Pentacles is a Virgo child, and they're having a birthday party with the Three of Cups. If children are out of the question, right, or you spending money on children this week is out of the question, then I think you're going to be invited to go to some kind of either a conference or an industry event, or there could be some kind of a get-together with the colleagues. Or it could be a birthday party of one of your colleagues. And I think you're going to make some good connections. Or as a result, yeah, you will probably meet some good connections, or you may start talking business with somebody. I think it's going to be a very good event for you to attend. Something good is going to come out of that. So be on the lookout of some sort of an event or a reunion with coworkers, with colleagues, or conferences, or birthdays, or something like that, right? The Three of Cups is that event that I'm talking about. The Page of Pentacles, it could be an actual invitation, right? The Page of Pentacles could be something tangible, something you can touch. So you could be like literally officially invited to go. Or maybe you're buying a ticket to go to that conference or what have you, right? And the Eight of Wands clarified by the Page of Wands. Yeah, the Eight of Wands could be a card of literally going somewhere, but it's also a card of a lot of communication, back and forth communication, right? So I think you're going to be meeting with some people at that event, and that will in turn launch a lot of communication. Like, so are we doing this? Are we getting this business? Are we getting this deal going? Or, you know, it's going to create a lot of communication. That's going to create a lot of getting ready to launch something, to do something. You know, the Page of Wands clarifying it is more communication. And the Wheel of Fortune could be a card of literally going somewhere, but it's also a major arcana card, and it's like a very fortunate turnaround for some of you. So again, I want to go back to me saying that you're going to make some good connections, or maybe revive some connections with some people you haven't seen in a while. So be on the lookout of some sort of events. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. But I think at this point you already are, because it's a repeat of one of the previous spreads. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. We got the Fool clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Star, and we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I believe it's simply a repeat of the previous spread, the work, business, and finances spread. All right, we've got the Page of Pentacles here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so those two cards showed up in the previous spread. And this is a different deck, by the way. I use different decks for different spreads. So yeah, the Three of Pentacles in the middle. You see that? It's not a three, but this Three of Pentacles could be associated with work, business, and finances, right? The Three of Pentacles is when a group of people get together and do something together. And in this case, it has something to do with the way you make your money, or the way you could be making your money starting this week. The Fool, the first card that came out, that's actually one of your major arcana cards. It's also a card of taking a risk, going someplace, to some kind of an event where you wouldn't go in the past, that is associated with work or business or what have you, right? The Page of Pentacles clarifying that, yeah, maybe you need to buy a ticket, or it could be an official invitation. And again, it will turn out to be like a very fortunate turnaround, right? The Wheel of Fortune at the end, yeah, that's what it is, a fortunate turnaround. The Star clarifying it is actually a card of a wish come true. And the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a golden opportunity. So yeah, the universe insists on you paying attention to some kind of a get-together event associated with money, with work and business, right? And something good is going to come out of that. All right, so yeah, Aries, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.